Perfect, guys. I want to welcome everybody to a Geek Out Friday, and we're going to review a topic that came up yesterday during our mastermind call, and there were a few people on the call that really wanted to know more about what we're doing with ads and how to make display ads and how to make animated HTML5 ads. So Wayne, I want to make sure that we're sharing the right screen. Are you seeing just a slideshow, or are you seeing the one with the timer on it?
Both.
Okay. Let's just go with the stop share. Let's just share this screen.
Yep, perfect.
Okay. I got Wayne encouraged me to get one of these really wide screens, and I really wanted to get one anyway, and I haven't quite figured out how to shrink it really easily. So anyway, so what we're going to talk about today are display ads, and not necessarily the tool that we use, although I am going to be working off of Creatopy, and we may even get into Canva a little bit. But I want to go over some ad design ideas that you need to keep in mind whenever the whole reason for doing display ads is to get a better click-through rate than you would with static image ads, and to get make more money with it. That's the whole reason that we're going to be using display ads in all of our sites inside the ad display network. Okay, so let's get started. If you watched the Geek Out Friday from a few months ago, we talked about Creatopy, kind of how to make display ads. So that's really where I'm going to start with this. Wayne, any questions before we get started?
No, all good.
Okay, good deal. So today we're going to use a tool that you saw yesterday on the mastermind call, and one that we demoed a few months ago called Creatopy, and we'll probably dip into using Canva. I've started using Canva a lot more than Photoshop, and it's kind of my go-to tool to do design editing, along with Snagit. I use Snagit a lot too. So anyway, here's what we're going to do is, what I want to share with you is not necessarily the technical part of how everything's done, but I want to talk about strategies and kind of the tips, what you need to focus on when you're doing an ad design. So there's kind of 5 things that, as far as a dynamic, moving, rich text ad, that you kind of want to center your focus on. And one is just your color contrast. Color contrast, where you want to use bold primary colors, and the whole reason is to get attention. And we're trying to get past the idea of color of ad blindness. So color contrast, and I'm going to go through some examples with you and show you some templates. Next is the reason to click. You want to use text in your display ads, but you don't want to go overboard. You want to give a minimal text in there, but what you're trying to do is get attention and interest for the click. That's all the text is there for, along with the image, is to get them to click the button. So where do you find the text? What do you use? How can you improve it? We'll kind of go over some ideas about that. The next is eye tracking. This is one of the things that, if you've done ad design and graphic design over many, many years, like both Wayne and I, is you run across this several times where the button is on the wrong side, the button's hard to find, or it's nowhere in sight, or the call to action is at the bottom and you've got images at the top. You want your eyes to flow left to right, top to bottom. And it's just common sense, but a lot of people designing ads, they don't use common sense. So we're going to use a theme template to kind of help us focus on that. And then one of the things that we like about the tools that we use is you could put short video clips. Video ads outperform banner ads 2 to 1. So keep that in mind. If you can combine a video with animated text and animated call to action buttons, you got the best of both worlds there. And we've got a tool, it's Creatopy that does all this for you. And it has a built-in ad server. But if you're part of the ad display network, you have a better option for ad server. Okay. And then finally is animation. You want animation to not distract from the ad itself, but to distract from the copy that you're laying your ad into the blog post. You want just enough animation that it brings the eye to it, that causes people to actually look at the ad, read the ad, and make the click. Okay, so these are the basic concepts that we're going to be talking about today. So how do we get started? I do not like starting from a blank screen. It's just one of those things that it's hard for me. I'll look at a blank screen and I just don't know what to do. But if I start with a template that's proven successful, then I'm good to go. I can design ads in 10, 15 minutes. And you want to use creatives that get the click. So what I'm going to do today is we're going to start with a theme template or an ad template, but we're going to go into, there's a new product on GiddyUp that we're going to build an ad package for. Then I'm going to go over to JVZoo and build an ad package. And I'm going to go to Appsumo's affiliate program and build an ad package. So you can kind of see my thought process going through this. It is Geek Out Friday, so I might get a little geeky with you. And I hope you don't mind with that. Wayne, any comments before we get started?
Nope.
Okay, perfect. And I got something fun to show you on JVZoo, and I'm like, man, how did I miss this affiliate launch? So anyway, let's start off with, we're going to go in. I'm going to switch screens on you here. Okay, you should see the Creatopy screen.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Okay, this is a program to build banner ads, and you probably have already seen this before, but it's very easy to use, and we're going to design some ads today. So here's how I want to get started. I want to go over to Create. And before I do that, let's go in and talk about the product. Okay, this is a product called Aqua Pure. So I've got a good graphic designer helping me. You may have seen him yesterday. It's Michael Gravett. But between Michael and I, we've got a whole bunch of products that we're taking off GiddyUp and making dynamic ads with. So here we go. I want to look at the product itself, just kind of going through, getting what their titles are. Maybe there's some cutout images. Here's a good cutout image right here. As seen on Fox. And these products on GiddyUp, they're usually, you might have seen them on Fox, you might have seen them on Shark Tank or in the grocery store. So it looks like it's just a drain. Or it's a vegetable cleaner is what it is. So it's telling you it's getting rid of all the pesticides, uncover the hidden and delicious taste of fruits. So I'm looking at these titles going through here. I'm looking at the videos. So this is a good little video right here that I may want to use. Here are some great This one right here is a great little ad block that you could use for a native ad. So I'm just kind of thinking through what all I'm going to do. Here's some testimonials. Here's the step-by-step. Here's another really good image right here. Okay. There's, I guess, the creators. Warranty. Looking at the price, most popular, $119. And just out of curiosity, what's our payout? We got a $50 payout if we make the low end sale, which is this one. Or actually, it's this one right here. It's the $50 sale. This one is probably a $37 or $38. So it doesn't take very many of these to make some pretty decent little income on ads. Okay, so I've got an idea. It's something about a vegetable cleaner. I've got some good images, some creatives. Now inside of GiddyUp, they have their creatives in another, their creative assets in another program, and it's a program called Canto. But you get inside of GiddyUp, and then here's all the creatives. So here are some videos, and let's just look at videos to start with. Oh, turn that off. Just do videos. Okay. Now this one you get to actually choose the ratio. So here is a testimonial video. It looks like it's a 1:1, 33 seconds. That will probably work. Here's a TikTok. Okay, this would be a great, anything that's gross like that, you can do some really good work with on banner ads. The whole deal with banner ads, and you got to remember this, is to get the click. Now this would be just a great video ad to use inside of like a blog posts that are focused on health and nutrition. If you're showing them worms, and this is how to solve that problem immediately. Okay, here's some other images. Okay, we got some good images in here to work with. I may not have any vegetables today after seeing some of this, but we're looking for short ones. This is a 37-second 1:1 Aquapure, and it's a square. This is 1:1. So we've got plenty of videos that we can look at. Coming over here, I'm going to look at images only. Okay. There's some images that we can work with. Aquapure. Okay. So we're pretty good to go. So let's go out and build something now. I'm in Creatopy, and I want to do create a design set. So I'm just going to come down here, and this is for create a ad display design. Now this is where I like to start. I like to start with a theme template. I'm looking for color contrast. I'm looking for something that would maybe do well for a product placement. And it's vegetables, cleaning vegetables. So maybe something green is what I'm looking for here. Let's just kind of scroll through here. You can kind of see all the templates that they have available. There's a green one there. Garden design. Okay. I guess I'll use something like this. Okay, once you've chosen that theme, it's going to load it up in all the ad design sizes. Now we recommend, for what we're using, we're going to use just 5 of them. And so I'm going to turn off the ones I don't need. I want a 300 by 250. Skyscrapers are good to use. I just don't like the really skinny ones like that. I like the 300 by 600. Portrait, take away those. This one and this one are your 2 most popular. And this is a nice one to use, 970. Okay. And mobile banners, if you're doing a lot of mobile ads, this is probably the best size right here in this mobile leaderboard. This takes up a little bit more real estate, but I'm not going to use these today. I'm just going to use the 5 ad sizes right there. And then I'm going to hit apply. Okay, so I need to, here's the layers that it comes with. You can turn these off. So I'm going to take away, actually, I'm going to leave the logo in there. But you can change out the logo by add, change, image, replace from my computer. Now, I don't have a logo. I could use, well, I'm just going to leave that one in place, but here's how you would just change it out right here. You can rotate it, you can kind of blur it. I don't want to blur it, but let's see what a drop shadow looks like. That's okay. Let's see if I go into headlines. So you're looking at, here's everything it's going to change on the headlines. And let's go ahead and give that headline a drop shadow. Okay. Now, we talked about eye tracking on this. Is left to right, top to bottom. So this is top to bottom, and you have your image right in here. And let's see if they have any animation already set up. Okay, it's okay. I do like the shadow boxing on that. Let's take a look at 300 by 600. Okay, that's not bad. Left to right, and this is really pretty good right here. And we'll just look at the 970. There you go. That's perfect. Okay, so let's do something with it now. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go ahead and close that header, that headline. And actually, before I close that, I need to change the wording that I have in there. So let's come over here to Aquapure. And let's find, never been, I'm looking, pesticides gone. Okay, I'm going to copy that, come back over here and let's paste it in there. I'm just going to do removed. Okay, and well, it's not too bad. Probably, I'm going to try to just get it in the, let's just move that right there, pesticides. I could say 99% of worms removed, but that may really offend people. So I'm going to go ahead and go into my second headline here, into the description, and let's change that up a little bit. So I'm going to come back over here to Aquapure and finally clean fruit and vegetables. Over here. Okay, that looks pretty decent in there. And line height, letter spacing. Let's see what a drop shadow looks like. A little too much there. Okay, and if I want to change the background and make it a different color green, I'm just going to come in here, button, image, background. I'm going to take that green. Yeah, maybe right in there. Okay. Now I want to remove the image. I don't like that image in there. So I'm going to start with an image and save it. And then I'm going to replace it with video. So I'm going to be testing two types of ads. I want an animated rich text format with images and text moving around. And then I want some with some videos in there. Okay. And I'll test the two ads together. So let's go in and find a good image to put in there. One over Canto, and I don't really have okay, here's one. Here's a good, it's a PNG image also. That's perfect. Download it. It's 250 by 250. That will work. And I'm going to come back over here. Oops. Over here. And upload that image. Okay. That looks okay. I'm going to have to do some resizing on it a little bit, it looks like. Resizing the box. So I can come in here, scale crop, and just test some of these settings here. Exact fit, maintain as. That's not too bad. Just keeping the same no scale in there. I don't like that. Tile, crop. Let's just do maintain as. Okay. So we got something we can work with. It's not perfect, but I would tune it up a little bit. And so we got an image, we got a button, learn more, and I would probably come into here and change this. Now, yeah, well, just for demonstration, I'll just leave it just like that. Now, this is kind of going sideways on it. So let's, before we get busy there, I'm going to go ahead and go into the animator and let's do an intersect. Okay, that looks pretty decent. Let's see what it looks like on other ones. Yeah, I can live with this. Okay, so I'm going to apply and use. Now, this is my A test. This is what I'm going to test against, is this one right here. So what I'm going to do is download it. And I need to put a clickable link in there and JPEG. So now I need to find the link. I'm going to come back over here to Giddy Up, go to tracking links, and let's see. We'll do that landing page right there. Copy that and come back over here. And I'm going to drop it right in here. Okay. So this is, if I'm going to do A/B testing, this is going to be my A. I want to test it against a video. So that's my first type of testing here. So I'm going to come back over here to layers and I'm going to add a new layer in there. And let's put in you can do a stock video. I don't want to do that. I want to pull in one of their videos. So let's see. Let me move that button around. My uploads. Okay, I'm down and go grab a video that I want to put in there. Close that. I'm going to turn that off and turn on videos. So I'm going to see, I'm going to probably pull in a, let's see, this is a 1x1, 33 seconds, kind of showing what the product does, showing the worms it pulled off too. So I'm going to download it, but I'm going to pull the low resolution version of it. Reason you can do that is because the videos are so small that a low resolution looks just fine on any device. So I'm going to hit download. Oh. And it even has audio with it. Okay, so let's go back over here and give it a name first. Do Aqua Pure, and I'm going to do a image. Now, what I want to do is I want to duplicate this. And I want to go into this copy version and change the name. Video. So I'm going to take the image off completely. And just by doing that, scrolling down to the, come over here and delete. Okay. Now I want to put in the video. Come over here to my uploads, upload a file. We'll put a little video in there. Let's try this one more time here. Okay, you may need a smaller video then. Let's come back over here to Canto. That's this just kind of gross right there. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the gross one. And I'm going to do low resolution. Now this is a portrait, so I'm still going to need a square in here. And let's see if we pull a smaller one in here.
Oh my God.
Okay, this is landscape. Let's see. Come over here by one by one. Okay, this is a 30-second. I think that may have been the one that we pulled. 33, 33, 33, 50. I'll pull this one. Download it and do a low resolution. Okay. So let's upload that video, the new one. And let's do the TikTok worms. Well, seems I have a problem uploading videos today for some reason. Let's do this. Oh, only on a Zoom call do I have issues like this. I'm just going to put this video in there. Apply and customize. Okay, now I have the video layer, so now I'm going to go in and replace from computer. It seems we have an error issue on the uploads. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take these images. I'm going to individually click into each one of these images on the video inside of each banner ad. And I'm going to just kind of show you what it does. So if we hit play, and this is not the best fit, this is not a video that would fit with this, but that's how you get your videos in there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the animation on the video player. So let's come back in here, the animator, and let's maybe make it alpha. So it just kind of glows it. Okay, that's going to look good. Apply and use. Now, individually, I want to come into the banner and move. So I'm just double clicking and I'm going to move this to fit perfectly. Just kind of center that, place that there. Go to the next ad, pull that over here. Go to the next ad and pull that one over here. Maybe we'll make this one just a little bit bigger. Okay. And then here's the final one. Take up and give it a border, a green border around there. Perfect. Okay. Now we're ready to go. I'm going to exit out of the individual editing, and I just want to look at, see what they kind of look like. Okay, that's not bad. Looks pretty decent. Looks decent, and that looks good. Okay, perfect. I'm ready to go, so I'm going to come back over here. I've got the new name there, and I'm just going to hit download HTML. Quick tag, fallback image, grab my, come over here to, oops, Giddy Up, grab that link. Now in Giddy Up, you can do a rotator in there. This is an option here, and it rotates the destination URL, so you can kind of test a bunch of different pages off of the click. So I'm going to copy that and come back over here, paste it in, and then hit download. So now I have 2 ad copies I can test for Aquapure. The other things, once I start seeing some clicks on there, the other things I would want to test is different creatives, different copy in there, different backgrounds. And as long as you're coming in, duplicating it, and then changing it. So it would be Aquapure C-image blue background. So there's different ways to test it in there. Okay, so this was using the Giddy Up product, and guys, it really is easy to load a video. I don't know why it's not loading the videos today that I wanted to put on there, but as you can see, we do videos all the time with this. In fact, here's one with the TikTok video in there. And see how nice it really runs the video after it resizes it, after the animation starts. That's what you want, is the video to start. This ad block is a good test block for us. So I'm using images with it, a good call to action. Now this one is kind of it's left to right, but I do have the video over here. So if I'm doing testing, I might want to try moving it and putting the video right in the center for eye tracking, the copy, the image, video, and then a call to action. So I would test the 2 against each other. Okay, so you can kind of see there's different ways to go about doing it, but you do want to do some type of testing once you start getting some traffic and impressions on your ads. Okay, now the next one I want to do is I wanted to create an Appsumo. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to look for Appsumo. They have a good little affiliate program. So let's look at assets. And we did one with CAD yesterday, but let's look at maybe keyword search. Okay, these are image ads here. So could you do something different with this and improve it? Well, those are images. So let's see, let's get a big image and we'll just do some cropping here. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to download this. Trust bucket. So we need some different things on here. Let's come across to Creatopy. We're going to create and do a custom design, display design set. And now I'm going to go in and choose, let's just do a we do something like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a video background behind it, and I'm going to leave the image as it is. So let's do that. The background. We have a gradient or an image. Let's go up here and do a new layer. And I'm going to do a stock video. And this is something Trust Bucket, so it's about reviews. Maybe, yeah, this might be a good one to put in there. Okay, continue the next step, and I want to do edge to edge, so it takes up the full background. Okay, apply and customize. Now, here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this layer and move it right down here. I'm going to turn off the background. And take that image out. That's probably the one right in the way of it. Yep. Okay, now I want to replace this with the Appsumo that I just brought in. And I'm going to go ahead and go into my add remove sizes. And I'm only going to do a couple of them this time. 300 by 250. Let's do the 300 by 600. That. I'll go ahead and do the leader. Well, I'm going to skip that for right now, just for time savings here. Okay, so I've got 3 of them. Hit add and headline, delete. Description, delete. Button, delete. Logo, oops, delete. Okay, now I want to place that Appsumo ad right there. So I'm going to do new image and upload file. Continue the next step and apply and customize. Okay, now I'm going to go individually into this one. We'll crop it, just resize it. Okay, that's going to look good. Now the effect that it's going to have, it's a static image on the inside. But see how you have activity on the outside. So I'm using a creative image, but I'm using this as the video in the background. So I want to come in and on the video itself, into the video, and I want to make sure it's looping. Okay. Enabled. Perfect. Volume. I don't want any volume or anything on it. So now let's come in and look at this out, this size. Okay. So we kind of need to place it right in the middle. Oops. I can crop it a little bit. It's okay. It's not perfect. I would. So you have room. You could put another button down here if you wanted to. See what that looks like. Yeah, I like the action behind it. And let's see what the last size looks like. Now I'm going to have to do some chopping of this one. I'll take all the wording off and just put trust bucket right in the middle. Delete that. Okay. This is okay. I would play around. I would probably get something different, but let's see what it looks like playing. Okay. Now I'm going to add a little bit of animation to that one. Let's do just a little bit of animation, Animator. And I'm going to do that alpha again. I'm going to take that and apply and use and come back up here to layers and just go ahead and remove that rectangle. Okay. So we've got, yeah, that looks pretty decent. Yep. Now you can go in and modify your animation. So what if we had this looking like it's breathing or doing something as everything's going on the outside? So let's go in and I'm just going to play with the timeline a little bit. Alpha, the image, and make it like vibrate, shake, pulse. Do a little bit of a heartbeat. That looks good right there. Okay. And we'll go to the next one. Change that, and I don't want it to be too drastic. Also, yeah, there we go. That may be a little too much, but you can change your settings. Forward, ease in, tween type, motion time, pulsate. It's just make it a real slow motion. Okay. That looks good. And one more. And this one, I'm going to try something different. Vibrate, maybe jello. Okay, so we're just kind of playing around with this, and I'm going to go ahead and jump out of this, and let's just play them. So as you're scrolling up and down, this is going to have a little bit of motion to it. not a lot. Okay, kind of like that. And here's Jello. That has some interesting motion there. Okay, so I would actually try these. I would say Appsumo, and this is Trust Bucket. Image. Anyway. Okay, now I'm ready to download HTML. Go back over here to Appsumo. I need this link. I need to get my tracking link. Copy tracking link. And come back over here. Put my click tag in here. And fallback image and download. Okay. So I've shown you how to just take a straight image that has all the wording and text and everything that you need and animate it. But putting a little bit of different background really kind of helps out to bring your eyes to the ad and get people looking at the ad versus looking at the post itself or reading the post. So a lot of interaction right there. Okay. Now, Wayne, any questions before I go on to the next one?
There isn't actually. No.
Okay. Perfect.
Oh, Don says Creatopy looks like it was created by the team at Canva.
Yeah, it kind of does. Creatopy was formerly Banner Snack, and there's other ones out there. I saw one the other day called Banner Now, about the same price, may do a few things, but it looked identical to this as far as ad resizing goes. Okay, so that is Appsumo. Now there was a product on JVZoo, and I want to just go over it. I'll give you the link in just a second here, but it's called Stackable. Stackable pictures. What these are they're picture cutouts. In fact, let's see. Sales funnel. I'll probably just go straight to the sales page. And this is Nelson Long's venture, but they're organized, into libraries, but they are cutouts, really nice looking cutouts. Hopefully get done. Okay, here we go. So you can use one of these cutouts in your ad. You might use 2 or 3 of them. So these could be images that fly in, especially if you don't have any good product images. Any pictures with pets, this is just an ad trick. Any pictures with pets kind of looking back at the camera like this one, it does cause people to focus. Any people looking back at the camera. I mean, this would be a great image right here if you had a cat product. So using these little products like this, draw attention. They're really good quality images. In fact, I was hoping to have a review copy to give you to actually go into it and show, but you see, you got all types of libraries, but this is the one I like. This is the people looking back at you. These are the ones that get attention. Now they do look like stock photos, stock models, but they're okay if you combine it with your actual product, where maybe he's pointing back to the product. You'll see the way his fingers are pointing, it's kind of driving your eyes to a product feature in there. And then looks like they have a bunch of images in here. Kind of a neat deal. I mean, I'm sure they have a bunch of upsells to go with it. But got some animals in here, corporate lives. I don't even know how much it is. let's see, I think it's like $29 or something like that. So anyway, these are great to use as images because you can animate them in as cutouts. And armor, gaming, especially if you're doing any type of gaming setups with it. So these were just some ideas to run with. But if you got the product, then you could actually create your own little animation banner with the products advertising for the stackable. Now, as far as it's a JVZoo product, and I would go in right now, this is the only creative they have. They don't have a bunch of images, which that doesn't really make sense because all it is images. But it looks like the front end is 24 to 37. They have a back end ultimate upgrade, so it's probably 47. And they have some more backdrops, Studio Ninja. You probably don't need that. But anyway, you can kind of see they've got some products in here that would be pretty decent to animate. So I would probably I would build an ad campaign around the different graphics using that. So that just kind of an idea of how you might want to use it. Say music makers. And there's ways inside of it. Let me see if I can find one on a white background. I'm going to see over here on Creatopy. I'm going to go ahead and hit create, and we're just going to do a single, maybe a half page here. This is that 300 by 600. Again, you just choose your template. Let's choose this template here. Okay. I'm going to go in, take the timeline off. And this one looks good. It does have some animation, but let's see if the other thing is there is a background removal tool inside of Creatopy. I've used it once. I need to just find it again. Let's see here. Look up to layers. I'm going to come over here to layers. For some reason, it's here. We go. Let's see if copy style layers. Settings, color, duplicate. Well, I know there's a way in here to remove the background. So here's when I go back over to Canva, and I'm going to come up to Canva, create a design, and let's just do a Instagram post. And then what I'm going to do is just pull in an image, a photo of let's do happy people. And I want to Okay, this is probably a good one right here. Take it up here, edit image, and background remover. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to remove the background, save it as a PNG, and then bring it back into Creatopy to show you here's how you would remove the background if you're using Canva. And of course, it's taking a long time because we're on a Zoom call. There we go. Perfect. Apply. And that looks good. Now I'm going to share, download as PNG, transparent background, hit download. I'm going to come back over to Creatopy and oops. Come over here and I'm going to add a layer. So I'm going to keep all that in there. Elements. Here we go. 5 uploads. Upload the PNG. Okay. That looks a little bit better as we've removed the background on it. And so you can kind of play around with that. Probably the head cropping wasn't very good there. But I'm going to move it down just a little bit, take out this. And it's pretty decent. Okay. Now you're ready to go. So using that stackable picture, which I think would be kind of clever, is you could put different, in fact, this one was one that I did remove. Like he's happy. And what you can do is sometimes I like covering over, like it's covering over just a little bit on the learn more. So it's causing your eyes to go to follow in with where she's leading, where they cross over like that. A little graphic trick there. I've got other things in here that you can use, but this will work. Of course, then you download it and you're ready to go. So guys, we're right at the top of the hour. I just want to kind of show you some design ideas, just some tips on designing your own ad creatives. Hopefully you've enjoyed the call. I know it wasn't, we didn't go too deep into technical stuff, but we're just using our simple little tool as Creatopy. You saw I did use Canva with it. If you want that stackable, I think I even have a link on it, but it's pretty cool. So Wayne, any questions?
No, it's been pretty, I think they've understood everything you've said clearly.
Well, I think they've probably seen this a few times or two. Here's that link there. Let's close this out. Okay, it's vidpenguin.link/stackable picture. But I'm going to go ahead and get that for myself, and it seems like it would be because I love using these little PNG cutouts. There's a lot of things that you can do with it, to enhance your actual banner ad, and you can also use them on videos as well. But yeah, anyway. That's all we've got for today, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Let's see, any other questions, Wayne? Yep. I would highly recommend trying out Creatopy. You can get it by the month. You can get it by the. I know it's a lot cheaper if you do an annual package on it. But we don't make any commission on it. It's just creatopy.com. So anyway, hope you have a good Friday, a good weekend, and we will see you in 2 weeks from now. Bye-bye.
Cheers.